Hi, I'm Fatima, the MindShifter, and today's part 3 of a 3-video series entitled 3 Reasons You're Surrounded by People Yet Feel Alone. And the main reason is we don't trust people around us. For part 1 and part 2, I talked about that. But for this one, I'm going to dive a little deeper into why, one of the reasons why. And again, this is not every single reason in the world, but just 3 main reasons. And this one applies to more of us than we actually realize. And that is, you won't allow people in. You have great people around you, but you won't allow them in. This one is very deeply personal to me, because this was me. You've awesome people around you who are trustworthy. You've done your job. You've done your due diligence of picking out really great people to be around you, who you know are trustworthy, yet you still won't let them in. Why is that? I'll tell you what it was for me. It's because I didn't realize that I was worth loving. I didn't realize that I was worth the effort, that it was okay to allow someone in, to help me in a time of need, to be vulnerable to them. Because to be vulnerable is everything. I had to come to a point, I'll tell you a little story about myself. I had to come to a point where I was so stressed that my eye was twitching. And anybody who knows me knows I don't stress very easily. I really don't. People have seen me go through some stuff, and I don't stress very easily. It takes a lot to get me to the point of being really stressed. But I was at that point. And I was really going through a lot. Some pretty serious stuff. Nobody knew what was going on. And I finally got to the point where when my eye was twitching, I just said, you know what? That's my body saying, this is too much for me. So I finally talked to somebody. There were tears. I finally let somebody in and told them what was going on with me, because what was going on with me was pretty embarrassing. And you know what, after that? There was a release and a relief. The eye twitch went away. I was able to move forward because I had the relief of a release, because I confided in someone. That's one way of letting someone in. I finally let somebody know what was going on with me. And that person did nothing but encourage me, build me up, and help me. It didn't put me down. It didn't make me feel stupid. I already knew that about this person before I talked to them and let them in. But the issue was, I did not yet realize that I was worth it. See, I've grown up with low self-esteem all my life. I mean, people see me and they see this strong woman, and I am a strong, confident woman. Now, I had to be built that way. I had to develop into that person. And you know what? I'm still developing, and I will always be developing. And so should you. My point in saying all of that is I want you to know you are worth it for us to make the effort to help you, to encourage you. Let us in. There are those of us out there who are great people. We will help you any way we can, at least any way we know how to. But you have to let us in, because if you don't, everything you're holding in will eat away at you like acid. And it will have physical consequences eventually when you don't deal with the issues, when you don't let somebody in. Because sometimes it's just a matter of saying, God, I needed to say that out loud to somebody. I just needed somebody to say it's going to be okay. You can get through this. You can do this. I can help you. Whatever your situation is. We all have those things. I don't care who you are. If you're human, it's true for you. We all have stuff, and we need to let people in so we can help deal with our stuff. But I shared my story with you only briefly because I want you to take it to heart and help yourself. Let someone in. Don't be surrounded by great people and yet you keep your fence locked and you let no one in. As I said in the previous video, no man is meant to be an island. You weren't born on an island, you weren't meant to live on one by yourself. As a human, you need other people. And other people need you. We don't all need each other in the same ways. We don't all have the same personality, same giftings. And that's a beautiful thing, actually. But you need to let someone else in and don't self-isolate. My hopes are that you take what I'm saying to heart and that you realize you are worth loving and you are worth the effort of others to assist you. I'm Fatima Bay, the MindShifter.